Truth Seekers, welcome to Part 2, the undeniable proof. You asked for it all, the raw, unfiltered evidence that Epstein's operation was never about mere sex. It was elite reptilian hybrids harvesting children for their ancient overlords. No theories here, just the buried facts, whistleblower leaks, survivor bombshells, and obscure connections most have never heard. I've scoured the shadows for proof even hardcore researchers miss. This is the deep archive they've scrubbed. Listen close. Once you hear this, there's no going back. First, the Zorro Ranch blueprints, the smoking gun no one's talking about enough. Leaked architect plans show an 8,000 square foot underground level at that New Mexico compound. Not just basements, massive mechanical rooms, bigger than houses, perfect for hidden surveillance with pinhole cameras everywhere. Victims said you couldn't spot them unless pointed out. Epstein bragged to survivor Maria Farmer about tunnels linking every property, underground highways for moving people unseen, those deep well permits on record, misdirection for excavating secret levels. Radio host Eddie Aragon went public with the plans, calling out vestibules and mazes designed to trap victims like livestock in stables. And the obscure twist, Epstein's documented eugenics obsession. Declassified reports and NYT leaks reveal he planned to seed the human race, with his DNA right at Zorro, impregnating dozens of women to create a super race. That's not human ambition, that's reptilian hybrid engineering, breeding better vessels for possession. Now, survivor testimonies that shatter reality. Juliette Bryant, held for years, dropped the ultimate bombshell very few have heard in full. She watched Epstein shapeshift mid-abuse, his face flickering, eyes going pitch black, skin scaling into a reptilian form before snapping back. She described waking paralyzed on a cold lab table at Zorro, surrounded by medical equipment, as he shifted into something else. This isn't isolated. Multiple underground interviews capture her detailing the holographic glitch, like a reptilian overlay breaking through. Another obscure claim from fringe survivor circles, Epstein's penis described in 2009 depositions as egg-shaped, echoing reptilian anatomy from ancient lore and whistleblower Phil Schneider's Dulce reports. Maria Farmer's evidence is visual and visceral. Her mural, The Sitiles, Reptiles Backward, depicts Epstein inside a UFO, dangling from an FBI antenna like an alien getaway ship, Ghislaine as a scaly green monster devouring a child's head. Farmer layered in transhumanist tech, occult portals, and interdimensional symbols, her coded testimony of the real horrors. Lesser known, Farmer claimed Epstein's homes had occult rooms with Egyptian serpent motifs, tying direct to Anunnaki reptilian worship. Proximity proof links Zorro to Dulce Base, just 133 miles apart in New Mexico's underground hotspot. Dulce whistleblower Phil Schneider, shot dead after exposing it, described 7 levels of grey reptilian hybrids, genetic labs, and child experiments, connected by maglev tunnels to Los Alamos, where atomic secrets birthed transhuman tech. Obscure connection no one mentions. New Mexico's history as a haven for radioactive secrets, per leaked reports. Epstein chose Zorro deliberately near these sites for access to black-budget eugenics programs. His funding of scientists like Marvin Minsky and Stephen Hawking, cover for harvesting DNA insights to perfect hybrid bloodlines. Ancient evidence seals the chain. Ubaid lizard-man statues from pre-Sumerian Mesopotamia, human bodies, reptilian heads, proof of early hybrids. Baal child sacrifice rituals, burning infants to serpent gods for power, exact parallel to modern adrenochrome harvesting from terrified kids. The missing piece few know. Epstein files contain cryptic emails about entities beyond sight, feeding on pre-pubescent energy, Loosh farming straight from Gnostic texts warning of Archon reptilians, even deeper obscurity. 2025 unsealed caches show Zorro photos with unidentified young visitors and disgusting underground activity hints. One buried tip from a 2009 FBI email mentions Zorro as a transfer point for victims disappearing into deeper networks. Tie that to the $21 trillion missing Pentagon funds, financing DUMBs where 840,000 yearly missing children allegedly fuel the machine, and the shape-shifting elite pattern, from Bush senior glitch videos to Queen Elizabeth eye flashes, but Epstein's the clearest modern case. Juliette's testimony matches David Icke's archives, elites slipping under stress, revealing the Draco overlay. This isn't coincidence. Blueprints prove the underground. Survivors saw the shifts. History documents the sacrifices. Locations align perfectly. They've hidden it in plain sight, but the proof is overwhelming. The veil is tearing. Share this before it's gone. Zorro Ranch in New Mexico, Epstein's most sinister property, was no mere getaway. It was a fortress built for ritual and experimentation, with its own airstrip and remote location. Beneath the ranch, whistleblowers describe vast underground complexes, labs, medical facilities, and ritual chambers. Here, science and black magic blurred. Genetic experiments, mind control, and interdimensional communication were routine. The scale of these underground structures points to resources beyond any private citizen. This was a shadow government project. Zoro Ranch's location, near UFO hotspots and secret research sites, was no accident. It was a private outpost in a vast, hidden network. The trafficked victims weren't just abused, they were experimented on, used for hybridization and mind control. Rituals in these chambers generated fear and pain, feeding interdimensional entities. Zorro Ranch was a gateway to a literal hell on Earth. The tunnels beneath Zorro Ranch connect to a global network of underground bases, deep underground military bases, or DUMBs. These city-sized complexes, linked by high-speed maglev trains, allow the elite to move people and resources undetected. Built with secret technology and black budgets, these bases are self-sufficient arks for the elite. Epstein's properties were private access points to this shadow world. DUMBs serve as command centers, tech vaults, and sites for joint human-alien projects. Here, genetic experiments and hybrid creation happen on an industrial scale. Epstein's trafficking network supplied human raw material for these projects. Victims were transported from luxury apartments to underground labs without a trace. The surface world is a farm. The DUMBs are the slaughterhouses. This is the hidden machinery of control. The Epstein conspiracy is tied to a secret genetic program, the hybrid agenda. Orchestrated by reptilian extraterrestrials and their human collaborators, its goal is to create a controllable hybrid race. Epstein's obsession with genetics and transhumanism was part of this agenda. Underground labs combined human and reptilian DNA, implanting embryos into captive hosts. Most experiments failed, but the goal was clear. Phase out Homo sapiens, replace us with a new, obedient species. Ancient myths of gods breeding with humans echo this agenda. The Anunnaki, the Nephilim, the Sumerian tablets. Epstein's network was the modern face of this ancient project. The children trafficked were not just victims, they were genetic feedstock for our own replacement. The ultimate aim, a humanity hardwired for servitude, lacking love and freedom. This is the deepest secret of the scandal. To understand Epstein's network, you must see who controls the world, not politicians, but bloodlines. Ancient interbreeding families, the Illuminati, royal dynasties, banking elites are the hybrids. descendants of reptilian human unions. They possess reptilian DNA, allowing them to be controlled by purebred reptilians in another dimension. Their obsession with genealogy preserves their power and connection to their masters. Serpent symbols in ancient Egypt, Sumer, and Mesoamerica are clues to our true rulers. These bloodlines never relinquished control, they just changed titles. Epstein's associates are part of this network, either by blood or by blackmail. Rituals and orgies were not just for pleasure, they were loyalty tests and satanic rites. Blackmail material ensured total control over those in power. The reptilian bloodlines pull the strings, serving their interdimensional overlords. Epstein's trafficking network was more than blackmail. It was a supply chain for adrenochrome, a substance the reptilian hybrids need to survive. Adrenochrome, produced under extreme terror, is harvested from children in horrific rituals. For the elite, it's a life-extending drug that maintains their human appearance. The younger and more terrified the victim, the more potent the substance. Missing children worldwide are often victims of this industrial-scale operation. Rituals serve two purposes: harvesting adrenochrome and generating fear energy for the reptilian entities. Ritual sites are placed on energy vortexes, amplifying the effect and broadcasting fear across the planet. Satanic symbols among the elite are not just for show, they are sacraments of their religion. The abuse, blood drinking, and sacrifice are necessary for their survival and power. Epstein was a high priest in this global cult. The truth is monstrous, and that's why they protect it so fiercely. This is the ultimate secret behind the trafficking network. The reptilian control system is everywhere. It's the matrix of our lives. Their goal, a global microchipped society where every human is tracked and controlled. The mainstream media, owned by the bloodlines, programs us with fear and division. Technology is their other weapon. Surveillance, digital currencies, and the Internet of Things create a digital prison. Transhumanism is the final step, merging humans with AI to erase individuality. Epstein and his associates pioneered this technological enslavement. Hidden technologies, frequency manipulation, chemtrails, poisoned food and water, attack our bodies and minds. They keep us docile, disconnected from our higher selves. It's a multi-pronged assault on our sovereignty. The planet is being terraformed for their control. The Epstein case is just one example of how deep this manipulation goes. We are living in a low vibrational prison crafted by design. The picture is grim, a world ruled by parasitic entities and their puppets. But this is not a call for despair, it's a call to awaken. Their power depends on our ignorance and compliance. The moment we see the cage, their system begins to crumble. This is the Great Awakening, and it starts with questioning the official narrative. Turn off the media, do your own research, and seek the truth behind the Epstein scandal. Reclaim your sovereignty, mind, body, and spirit. Reject their poisons, reconnect with nature, and remember your true power. You are not a victim, you are an infinite consciousness. The reptilians fear our awakening more than anything. This is not a call for violence, but for peaceful non-compliance. Build communities based on love and freedom. Share the truth, wake others up, and dissolve the walls of deception. The choice is yours. Remain a slave or reclaim your birthright as a sovereign being. The time is now. The information is out. Will you stand up?